I don't know how to do intros yet, so we're just going straight into it. I wanted to draw some Eddsworld fan art because the Cup Toast made pork soda, new pork soda animatic, and I got really excited and I got back into it. So, yeah. And I added my own headcanons to the characters. They're not very noticeable, but they are for Tom specifically because he's my favorite, which you're gonna see very soon. Because the rest of them, after Tord, I got so sick of drawing them all because I drew them all in one go that I couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, I think that most of them turned out really good other than Matt because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for him. I couldn't figure out the pose or his hair, and I couldn't for the life of me remember what his jacket looked like. But other than that, I think he looked relatively okay. But yeah, I've been a fan of this show since like 2018-ish. And when I found out they were reviving it after like 5 years of nothing, I genuinely jumped for joy. I was so happy that they were continuing the show. And now the worst part is I don't even have time to watch it because I'm too busy with school and trying to get a job and a bunch of other stuff that you have to do when you become an adult. But for Tom, I wanted to put some of the like more popular headcanons that I also agree with into him, which is the piercings and everything else like that. And I wanted to draw his little monster thing, but I didn't know how, so I just made it a little sketch. But he's definitely one of my favorite designs that I did out of all 4 of these. And moving on to Tord, his hair was so annoying. I couldn't actually all of their hair was annoying because I'm not used to drawing short hair because most of my OCs and most of the characters I draw, like they're all women or they're men with really long hair. So this was a challenge, but I liked it because I got to see my favorite characters and my style. But I think his hair turned out good once I figured out how to do it because I've never drawn a mullet before. And I forgot, after Tom, I forgot everyone else's hoodie strings. So now they all kind of look bland in their chest area because there's nothing there other than Matt because he has like 3 shirts on. But he doesn't really have any noticeable headcanons other than his skin being tanner, I think. And I was gonna add piercings to his ears, but I forgot that too. I think he turned out okay though, because I really like his pose, and I like his cigar, because I've never drawn one of those before, and I didn't even look at a reference, which someone might be able to tell, but shh, if it doesn't look like mine, don't tell me. I don't need to know. I've always loved Tord and how his ear, like, not his ears, but his horns, his horn hair kind of looks like cat ears, and I always thought that was really cute, which is why he's my second favorite. And I think it's crazy that they're bringing him back when, like, in real life, Tord had said he didn't want his character in the show ever again, but maybe something changed. I don't know. I'm not in the studio. I think it's cool that they brought him back, like, otherwise. And I'm so happy to see where they go with his character. I watched both of his episodes, but I haven't watched anything between that because I haven't been able to be caught up yet. But soon, guys, trust, I will watch all of it. I've literally only watched the marathons and the new one that came out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm such a failure in the fandom. But this is Ed. He looks really basic, and his legs are, like, too long. But at this point, I was so done that I didn't even care. But yeah, his pose is really generic, and yeah, but it's okay because he's a cutie patootie. And I accidentally made him really short compared to the other characters. I promise, guys, I do not view him as an uwu little femboy. Let me just preface that. I am not a freak, okay? And I still think about that Eddsworld Omegaverse. Actually, no, I think about both of the Eddsworld Omegaverse comics that were on YouTube. Like, do you guys remember that? But I watched that when I was like, like, what, like 10 or something? 11, 12, 6 or 7. And, like, it has stuck with me ever since. And it's been like 6 years since I saw it. And the worst part is I like Omegaverse now. Not the freaky side of it, but like when people actually implement world building into their fics or their comics or anything involving it, and they bring up like the hierarchies between like alphas and omegas and everything like that. Like I get into it. Like it's so good. I recommend actually reading a long slow burn fic and trust it will be good, guys. I actually never realized how, like, stubby my character's feet look because I've never actually learned how to draw feet. I can't lie right now. I will eventually, but I kind of like how they have big feet. It reminds me of, like, 2016 Tumblr art style in a way, but, like good. And this is Matt, my precious boy. The pose is so bad. Even looking back at it now, I wish I had done something different, but it's okay. It is what it is. I like his facial expression though. I think it suits him really well, even though I haven't actually watched the show in forever. But it's okay. And I gave him piercings like on his ear because I genuinely think if animating wasn't an issue, he would have piercings and he would be so flamboyant and cool, but I guess we'll never know. And yes, I do think he would wear Velcro strap shoes because I think it's canon in the show. I can't remember. Someone fact check me, please. But I think he would, and I think he would be so confident in them and he'd be like, "Yeah, look at my shoes. I'm better than the rest of you." You know? And he'd have his little mirror and he'd point them at his shoe and they'd do a little sparkle. I think he's my third favorite character. He's kind of tied with Ed, which is it's so basic because like, oh, your favorite character's Tom and your second's Tord. Yeah, you're such a new gen. You're so basic, you know. But Matt's just so fun to draw when I'm not tired of drawing. And I need to draw more Eddsworld fan art because other than this and like one single video I posted on TikTok, the only other thing I've ever drawn of them was like something in 2019 when it was Ed's birthday. And it was really fucking corny. Don't be like me, bro. But yeah, I hope that the new Pork Soda animation revives the fandom again because it's been so dead for so long. Oh, and here's a little thing of the heights. It's so cute. Anyways, bye.